Hi and welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be talking what's on my wish list for spring, new in pieces that I have seen that I have really been loving. We're also going to be talking kind of trends as well, because I think it's kind of a nice thing to do at the same time. You guys know I'm not necessarily driven by trends, but we obviously are going to see more pieces around on the high street at the minute which are trend led, obviously, and I do know what a lot of those trends are, so I'm going to talk about them, but that's not necessarily what drives me to these pieces. It's more about the fact that I've seen them and just absolutely love them. So the first up pieces I want to talk about are basically it's the trousers, and then it's separate, it's a skirt, and they're both from Damson. Now we have been seeing the kind of skirt over trousers trend for a while now. It's kind of an interesting one for me because I did this back in the early 2000s when I was in my very early teens. I think I was like 11 or 12. So sometimes with these kind of trends it makes me go, oh, because I've done it before. But at the same time, it's so fun. And the great thing about this is you don't necessarily have to have this Damson trousers and skirt set or separate or whatever they are. You can actually just use things you already have in your wardrobe. So it looks super cool with like a black tailored pair of trousers and a black pleated skirt over the top, or even a grey one or something like that. Obviously it's easier to match like a black and black if they're not the same from the same shop, but actually, yeah, I just think it's like a cool look and something a bit different to try if you want to do something a little bit more trend led but you don't necessarily want to buy something. Now, one of the reasons that I love this Damson kind of trousers and skirt so much is I have been on the hunt for a pleated skirt that kind of hits me at the knee like that. I've actually been looking for a vintage one everywhere, cannot find one anywhere. I just think they look so good with like a pair of socks and loafers, or even like a chunky pair of knee-high boots when it's cold. It's kind of cold at the minute in the UK, but not overly cold, so either of those would really work. And I just think it's such a nice skirt. It would fit in so well with kind of oversized jumpers or even fitted tops as well. And with the trousers, again, the trousers I really like, but could definitely do without in my wardrobe. Like, I haven't been looking for a piece like that, but I love the fact that you can put them together and I know I would get wear out of them. Hence why I would be justifying both of these. These really are probably the pieces that are on the top of my list. They are grey, so not necessarily a colour that you would necessarily think of for spring, but I also do think this grey works for spring really, really well, and also for autumn. And I think you're going to pick these pieces kind of out when you get to autumn again, and again, because you can wear them separately, even if the skirt over trousers trend kind of goes, you're still going to actually want to wear these pieces separately, which I love. In terms of sizing, I am a size 12 to 14. I fluctuate a lot, like it's just who I am between the sizes. Sometimes I'm more of a 12, a definite 12, sometimes I'm more of a 14. I've just been away on holiday and all inclusive for like over a week, so I'm probably tracking very much in the middle. I was more of a 12. Anyway, I think Damson from what I've ordered from them before fits a little bit on the bigger side, so I would definitely go for a 12 in both of these pieces. So the next pieces I've seen are again from Damson. Now, again, one of the trends that's going to be everywhere this season, and again, I do feel like with trends sometimes it's just not rocket science. What do we see when we get to spring? Every year we see pastels, and this year it seems to be butter yellow. I feel like last year it was also butter yellow, so buttermilk yellow, shall I say. So again, it's something we're going to see come around every year, so I feel like these pieces are never going to be a bad investment. They are very fun, so it's these kind of trousers and then you have a matching jacket with it. I already have a massive obsession with the PJ style striped trousers when we get to spring summer. They're one of my most worn pieces in my wardrobe, and especially when they have kind of a matching shirt or jacket to go with them. I just love that look. I think it's one of the easiest looks to throw on when you literally don't know what to wear and you just want to look a little bit more put together. So I do have lots of pieces already that are similar to this, but I just love this one. I love the stripe, I love the blue and yellow together. It's got a bit of colour, but it's not too out there, and I feel like it is kind of out there but more on the minimal side, which I absolutely love. In terms of sizing with these type of trousers, I probably would go for more of a 14 in these, because I think you want them a little bit more oversized for them to work, or at least I would. And then the jacket, I would definitely go for a 16. I always size up in my jackets. I just think a bigger fitting jacket looks more expensive. You can get more layers underneath it if you need to, and I just don't like jackets to be comfortable, to be tight. I want them to be comfortable at all times. So definitely for me, sizing up to a 16 is something that I would definitely do. I would wear this outfit full oversized, so button the jacket up, wear over the trousers, have a full oversized look. That's where sizing up the jacket's really going to work. It's not going to cling to your hips, it's not going to cling to your waist, like it's going to look fully oversized, which I think you want for this look. But also if you wanted something a little bit more form-fitting, I would wear with kind of a vest top, fitted vest top underneath, jacket open, and then the trousers, and that's going to give your body a little bit more shape, which you might want if you're curvy. But also do not stray away from oversized looks. I promise you, they make you feel incredible. I love them. So the next pieces are a couple of pieces that I have seen from Aligne. Now, I love this brand. You guys know that I have had a few pieces from them before in the past. Probably like 3 pieces from them. Have had 2 jackets, and they really excel at jackets and blazers, I think, and a cardigan. So these pieces are a pair of denim culottes and then also a denim crop jacket. Now, I am actually not going to buy these culottes, but I wanted to show you them because if I didn't already have a pair, I would definitely want to get these. For me, a pair of culottes like this are so flattering. You kind of get that denim shorts vibe without having to wear a short pair of denim shorts. These just look so good. The long kind of shorts trend has been around for kind of a long time, and it makes me so happy because it's so me and I love it. It gives those like masculine vibes as well, which is something I always kind of look for in an outfit. Sometimes I'll do kind of full feminine, but I definitely like my looks to have like more of an androgynous masculine touch to them, and I feel like these culottes and longer shorts definitely do that. But there's ways of making them look a lot more feminine if you want to go down that route, which sometimes I do, sometimes I want to go full oversized. So I actually have a pair from Mango that I got in the sale. I'll try and link those for you guys because I've paid like £25 for them and they are incredible. I wore them recently on holiday and I love them. They're a darker denim, so they may not work that well going into kind of summer, so I may end up getting a kind of lighter wash one anyway. Maybe these, who knows, a slightly lighter wash. Yeah, they're just such a flattering, amazing culotte shorts. I actually wore mine recently with a fitted vest top. Obviously it was warm on holiday, but right now I would wear kind of an oversized sweatshirt, oversized jumper, or even kind of like an oversized shirt. And again, I've been seeing so many of these culottes worn with kind of loafers and socks, and I just think it looks so good. Or it looks really good with a pair of knee-high boots as well. And then a crop denim jacket. I really like this one, but I have recently bought a COS one, which I need to show you guys in my next kind of haul video, which is kind of a crop denim jacket. For me, being curvier, I obviously, you guys know, again, I'm saying again, you guys know, I like to wear oversized looks, but I do also like to wear looks that I know flatten my shape. And for me, I'm always kind of trying to create a waist, or at least an illusion of a waist, and crop jackets really do that in the spring. Obviously late winter as well, and the weather starts warming up, and I love to wear kind of a high-waisted trouser that kind of balloons around my waist, around my stomach, around my hips, and then a cropped jacket. And this crop denim jacket from Aligne I think would create the most beautiful silhouette, especially if you're curvy. So that's definitely something that I would incorporate into my wardrobe for spring. I do find with Aligne pieces as well, they're very good quality, so you know you're going to get something really nice. So next, this wouldn't be a video from me if I didn't show you my favourite new in pieces from COS at the minute. As I said, I have a few I need to show you in my next haul video, so I'm not going to show you these ones. These are ones I do not have but absolutely love, and are definitely on my wish list. Now, the first is a really beautiful linen blend dress. I love a maxi dress for spring and for summer. I love that you can kind of layer them up. If it's cold, you can kind of wear a cardigan over the top, or even wear like a sweatshirt and a jacket. I think that would really work. Then it kind of looks like the dress is a skirt. I think that looks so nice. I think what I really love about this dress is it looks white, but it's actually a very subtle hint of lilac, which I think is so nice. We're bringing in those spring kind of pastel hues that we're seeing everywhere, and I just think it would be such a lovely addition to anybody's kind of spring wardrobe. I love the tie at the front. It's really minimal, really simple, really beautiful. It's going to skim over your tummy area, so if you're kind of not feeling anything tight over that area or your hip area, this is just going to be so flattering. It also has the slightly puffy sleeves, which again is so flattering if you're not loving your arms, which is a problem for me sometimes. Sometimes I don't like my arms, so a dress like this would definitely hide that area if that's what you wanted to do. I just think there's so many ways to wear a beautiful dress like this. So in cost sizes, I'm definitely between kind of a 40 and a 42, which is a UK 12 and UK 14. I do find I have been tracking towards more of a 40 in there recently, but with a dress like this, especially because it has kind of the little tie around the back, you can definitely alter how it fits, and I would rather it be more oversized on me, so I would definitely go for a 42 in this, and then I can kind of alter the waist with that tie, or I could even belt it, which I think would look amazing with some kind of like amazing kind of studded vintage dress, studded vintage belt to give it more of a kind of masculine hardened look, which with a pretty dress like this I would tend to do. I would also style with more of a chunky shoe, again kind of trying to give it a little bit more of the masculine vibes, because this is quite a pretty feminine dress. Next from COS is this really beautiful brown suede studio bowling bag. Now I have the large studio bowling bag in the black and I use it all of the time. The only thing with it is that as a mum, I like to wear something that is crossbody, because my little girl, we're not going to push her anymore. I need my hands free to be able to sort out her, stop her from running into roads, that sort of essential thing that you need to do as a parent. And these bags are not crossbody, which I do find more difficult, so they're not always kind of a day-to-day bag for me. They're definitely something I might more wear at the weekend when I'm with my husband, so I've got a little bit more of a help and I can actually carry my own bag. But I wanted to show you this because it is such a beautiful bag. We're seeing these kind of bowling style bags everywhere. I have been looking recently for a really amazing vintage one, because I feel like we've seen this shape in kind of vintage styles for a long time now, and I feel like it would be quite an easy style to pick up. It doesn't seem to be as easy as I thought, but I'm still looking, and that doesn't mean I'm not going to find something. This is a really beautiful brown suede, and I think going into spring and summer, the brown suede is really pretty for that time of year. I definitely track to more of a black kind of leather or suede in the winter, but as we get into the lighter and warmer months, I like to go a little bit kind of lighter coloured with my handbags. I do have the D'Amelio bag, which I showed you in my last haul video, which again is very similar. So again, this is not necessarily something I'm going to purchase, just because I do have something similar, but I wanted to show you guys because I just think it's so beautiful, and if I didn't have that D'Amelio bag, it definitely would be something I would purchase. So when we get to spring, I think one of the things I get the most excited about is shoes, and the different type of shoes we now have access to when the weather is warmer. And I love a pair of mules. I've been actually wearing them through the winter with socks. I have a pair from the Barley Tailor, which I wear all of the time. They're kind of a chunky black mule. But what I love about these COS pairs is they're mesh, and I love the cobalt blue. I think if you're someone that wears a lot of kind of neutral outfits and minimal outfits, which I do and I don't, depends how I'm feeling, actually adding a pair of shoes like this just makes your outfit look so cool. And I think with kind of a wide leg oversized pair of trousers and these kind of mules poking out, it's gonna look so good. I love COS shoes. I have a lot of pairs of them. I feel like the quality is really good, and I feel like they're just a shoe that I like always gonna get a lot of wear out. These are also quite practical as well. They're a good mum shoe. You're gonna be able to wear them day to day. But yeah, we are gonna see a lot of mesh shoes again this year. We did last year, we're gonna this year, and I love it. So next up I have another pair of shoes from COS. I've actually kind of cheated here because they were on my wish list. I decided I was going to talk to you guys about them, then I actually bought them, so I can show you them. I am going to show you this pair. So these are the Bordeaux Mary Jane shoes from COS, and I love them. I love a Mary Jane pair of shoes. They work with crop trousers, they work with full length trousers, they work with socks, they work without. They're just such a good shoe. They work with maxi skirts, midi skirts, just literally everything. So when I saw these, and especially in the Bordeaux colour, because I do have like a tabby style pair in black, I knew I wanted these because they were so nice. I'm going to show you them because they're literally here. These are the shoe. They're actually a lot more kind of chunkier in real life than I think they look online, but I absolutely love that. Not sure how easy they're going to be to break in. They feel good, but they might be a type of shoe that I need to wear a little bit, or they might give me blisters. But they're such a good shoe. They are quite heavy as well, but again, I don't really mind that in a shoe. I think that's absolutely fine. And again, it's just that wearing in that I think you need with this type of shoe. And I just know they're going to slot into my spring wardrobe, and even my wardrobe now, so easily. So I have a little bit of an obsession at the minute with shirts, but it's mainly like shirts, but like in kind of a deconstructed different way to what you would normally wear a shirt. I just think it looks so cool. It's that masculine meets feminine, which I absolutely love. And I saw this shirt on And Other Stories the other day, and I just think it's so beautiful. It's kind of more of a fitted shirt. It has this isometric buttons and this kind of ruching. I just think this is a shirt that's going to look so amazing either dressed up or dressed down, and it's going to work in so many ways. And I just think a shirt like this is so beautiful for spring when the weather starts warming up. I do love it as well because it is tracking towards that buttermilk yellow colour, which I think is so beautiful. One of my favourite things in life, not in life, but in fashion, is reworked men's vintage shirts. And I have a shirt that I'll show you in my next haul video from a lady called Melissa Monroe, and she reworks vintage shirts, and the designs she does are beautiful. They are more on the pricey side, but you're getting something so unique, handmade, like vintage piece, which I love. This And Other Stories is more affordable, but kind of has that same vibe, which I think was why I was so obsessed with it when I saw it. Now, I would probably go for a 14 in this, just because, again, I don't like tops to be tight over my arms, over my bust. And though it won't be quite as fitted as I would probably like, it will give me a little bit more comfort. And as a curvy girl, this shirt, because it accentuates your waist, because it's a little bit more fitted, it's going to be so flattering. So many ways I'd wear it. Wide leg trousers, maxi skirt, midi skirt, my Mary Jane's from COS, just gonna look so good with so many pieces for spring. Final piece I want to show you today, and this again would not be me and would not be my video if I did not talk about a leather jacket. I love a leather jacket. There's so many leather jackets that are similar style to this mango one round at the minute. It's a very clean kind of cropped leather jacket with a collar and kind of single breasted. So simple, so easy to wear. It's going to work with so many different outfits, and that's why I love it so much. I'm showing you this mango one because it's the cheapest one I could find of this style. There isn't pretty much exactly the same one on COS and on Arket. They're like 120, 30 pounds more. And although I'm sure the quality is going to be beautiful, this mango one will also be really nice. All real leather, and I just think it's just going to work. You're just going to use it so much in your wardrobe, so I am definitely on the hunt for one of these. Again, if I can find it vintage, I would love to. I'm just not sure I'm going to get the cropped fit that I want in a vintage one. They're going to be longer, which again is fine, but if I want it a certain fit, then I want to kind of look for it in that fit, if it makes sense. So I'm going to see if I can find one a little bit cheaper, maybe on ASOS. I think there's one on there that's collarless, which I don't know if I love as much because it's collarless, but I'm going to have a look and see what I can find. This one's still, it is £220, which is a lot of money. And if you bought a vintage one, you'd probably be paying about 30. That's the difficulty I have with this type of thing. So I want to buy it vintage to save myself the money, obviously to be sustainable as well. But I just think it's such an easy jacket to wear. Again, if you're curvy, this kind of crop length jacket's going to be so flattering on you. Wear it with highly waisted trousers, wear it with a maxi skirt. It's just going to look amazing. Wear it over like a kind of more summery maxi dress as well. Is going to really toughen up a look, which is definitely something that I always try to do when I'm styling. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed my kind of wish list video, and if you want to see something like this again, let me know, because I've actually really enjoyed looking for pieces, adding them to my wish list, and then talking to you guys about them and how I would style them. But yeah, I will be back in 2 weeks with another video. Everything is linked below. Sorry I have been a little bit late with commenting. I basically haven't replied to any comments for a while now, which is bad of me. I definitely get a little bit overwhelmed with only having 2 days a week to work, and obviously doing Instagram and trying to do TikTok badly. But I'm gonna catch up on them, I promise. So yeah, if you have any questions or need to know anything, please comment, and I will definitely reply when I can get through all my old ones. And thank you for being here, thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in 2 weeks.